Imagine a world where the most advanced technology isn't locked behind paywalls, where innovation is not reserved for the privileged few, but is accessible to everyone regardless of where they live or what they can afford. Picture a future where cutting-edge tools and software are free for anyone, anywhere, empowering people from all walks of life to create, learn, and connect. Today, this vision is rapidly becoming reality. Driven by China, a nation once known for digital restrictions, now boldly opening its tech vault to the world and inviting global participation. Chinese companies are releasing their source code to the public, inviting anyone to use, modify, and build upon it, breaking down barriers that once kept technology exclusive. It's like a world-class chef sharing secret recipes, sparking a global wave of creativity and innovation that transcends borders and cultures. This isn't just generosity, it's a calculated move to reshape the future of technology, positioning China at the center of a new, open digital era. We're seeing free AI models, open operating systems, and powerful development tools being shared with the world. These innovations are designed to connect everything from phones to cars, smart homes to entire cities, making technology more integrated into daily life than ever before. For decades, Western tech giants guarded their innovations behind closed doors, keeping their secrets tightly controlled. Now, China is challenging that model with radical openness, inviting collaboration and competition on a global scale. Why would China give away its digital crown jewels, the very technologies that could define the future? The answer is a mix of ambition, necessity, and a powerful desire to lead the next wave of global progress, ensuring they set the pace for the world. To truly understand the next decade of global innovation, we must look closely at China's Masterplan, and how it's changing the rules for everyone. China's open-source journey began out of necessity, not idealism. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, as the global tech landscape rapidly evolved, China faced unique challenges: limited access to proprietary software, and a pressing need to catch up with the West. Early on, Chinese companies relied on free, open-source tools like Linux and Android to build their own products quickly and cheaply. These platforms offered a rare opportunity: the freedom to experiment, customize, and innovate without the heavy costs of licensing fees. They became experts at adapting and localizing open-source tech for their massive domestic market, tailoring software to fit the unique needs of Chinese users and businesses. This era of imitation was more than just copying, it was a training ground, teaching Chinese engineers the power of collaboration, teamwork, and the value of shared knowledge. As the industry matured, Chinese developers shifted from users to contributors, fixing bugs, adding features, and sharing improvements globally. Their growing expertise began to make a mark on the international stage. Giants like Alibaba, Tencent, and Baidu began open-sourcing their own projects, signaling not just confidence, but a desire to be seen as innovators and leaders in the global tech community. This evolution laid the groundwork for today's Masterplan, not just using open source, but leading it, shaping its direction, and setting new standards for the world to follow. Chinese developers now understand how open collaboration drives rapid innovation, accelerates problem solving, and attracts top talent from around the globe. They've seen firsthand how sharing code leads to better products, stronger communities, and a more vibrant tech ecosystem for everyone involved. This long journey from user to global leader set the stage for China's bold new strategy, one that aims to influence the future of technology on a worldwide scale. Now China is ready to shape the future of open source on its own terms, with a vision that blends innovation, collaboration, and national ambition. The real catalyst for China's open-source revolution? US sanctions. When the US cut off tech giants like Huawei from American software and hardware, it exposed China's deep reliance on Western technology. The message was clear: to survive and thrive, China needed technological independence. Open source became a national priority, a way to build alternatives and control its own digital destiny. Instead of retreating, companies like Huawei doubled down, launching open-source platforms like Open Harmony to replace Google's Android. The goal: create a flexible, community-driven system that could run on everything from phones to cars. This crisis turned open source from a tool of convenience into a weapon for survival and influence. By inviting the world to help build these platforms, China transformed a moment of vulnerability into an opportunity for global leadership. The result? A new ecosystem, open to all, but with China at the helm. The revolution had begun. China's open source push is about more than just code. It's a sweeping movement that's reshaping the very foundations of the global technology landscape. At its core, it's a grand strategy with 4 key goals that reach far beyond software. First, technological sovereignty. Building robust, homegrown foundations to end dependence on Western tech giants and shield the nation from potential sanctions or supply chain disruptions. Second, global influence. By offering advanced tools and platforms for free, China exports its standards, its vision, and its way of doing things, especially to developing nations eager for affordable, reliable technology that can help them leapfrog into the digital age. Third, innovation. Open source communities attract top talent, foster creativity, and accelerate technological progress as global developers contribute, improve, and expand Chinese platforms, making them more competitive and versatile. This creates a virtuous cycle. Better technology draws in more talent and investment, which in turn makes the technology even stronger and more innovative. Fourth, economic opportunity. Free and open platforms quickly build massive user bases across the globe, which can then be monetized through a range of services, hardware sales, and ongoing support, just as Google did with Android, turning a free platform into a global powerhouse. The result? China positions itself as both a cutting-edge tech leader and a generous, collaborative partner on the world stage, steadily building a new sphere of influence that challenges the old order. It's a long-term play. Give away the foundation, then profit from the thriving ecosystem that grows around it, creating lasting value and opportunity. This ambitious strategy is already reshaping the global tech landscape, setting new rules and expectations. China's open source Masterplan is as much about power, influence, and vision as it is about technological progress. The world is watching closely and taking notice of this bold new chapter in global technology. Leading China's open source charge are companies like Huawei and DeepSeek AI. Huawei's OpenHarmony, born from US sanctions, is a distributed operating system designed to run on everything from smartwatches to industrial equipment. By making it open source, Huawei aims to build a global community and offer a real alternative to American platforms. DeepSeek AI, meanwhile, released a powerful coding AI, DeepSeek Coder, completely free, empowering developers worldwide to build next-gen applications. Alibaba and Tencent have also joined in, open sourcing key technologies in cloud, databases, and scalable online services. These aren't just acts of generosity, they're strategic moves to create a complete independent tech stack. OpenHarmony provides the foundation, DeepSeek brings the intelligence, and Alibaba and Tencent supply the infrastructure. Together, they're building a new open ecosystem, made in China, but open to the world. This is the blueprint for China's technological future. China's open source strategy is built on openness and collaboration, but it exists within a tightly controlled political system. The government encourages open source to drive innovation and self-reliance, yet maintains strict control over information and content. Developers can share code globally, but applications and data remain subject to censorship and monitoring. This creates a hybrid model, open at the technical level, closed at the content level. The challenge? Convincing the world that China's open source projects are truly open, not just tools for state control. International developers may hesitate, wary of sudden government intervention or surveillance risks. Trust is essential, but hard to earn in a system where openness and control coexist. This tension is a major hurdle for China's global tech ambitions. Navigating it will determine the success of China's open source master plan. China's open source strategy isn't without risks. Giving away advanced technology is expensive. If the ecosystem doesn't become profitable, companies could face major losses. There are also security concerns. Open code can be scrutinized, but subtle vulnerabilities or backdoors could still exist. Adopting Chinese platforms means weighing free innovation against the risk of state influence or surveillance. Globally, this could lead to a split tech world, one aligned with China, one with the West, making collaboration harder. Western companies may be forced to give away more for free, threatening their business models and future innovation. While consumers may benefit short-term, a market dominated by a few state-backed giants could stifle diversity and sustainability. Free tech comes with hidden costs for everyone. The world's response to China's open-source push is sharply divided. Many developing nations welcome free Chinese tech as a chance to modernize without the high costs of Western software. For them, China is a valuable partner in building digital infrastructure and local industries. Meanwhile, the US and its allies see China's strategy as a geopolitical move, fearing it could export authoritarian models and create security risks. They're investing in alternatives and warning against adopting Chinese platforms. The global tech community is split too. Some embrace the innovation, others worry about ethics, surveillance, and state influence. Debates rage online about whether to collaborate with or boycott Chinese-led projects. This division highlights how deeply technology and politics are now intertwined. The world is watching and choosing sides. So, is China's open-source Masterplan a gift to the world or a calculated power play? The answer is both. On one hand, free AI and open platforms democratize technology, unleashing global creativity and innovation. On the other, China is playing a long game, using open source to set new global standards and shift economic and political power. This strategy challenges the Western-led order and aims to make China a rule-maker, not just a rule-taker. The world's response will shape the outcome, embrace the tools and risk dependence, or build separate tech stacks and risk fragmentation. The path forward demands cautious optimism, welcoming innovation, but staying vigilant about risks. China has laid out a bold vision for an open tech future. Whether this leads to a more collaborative world or a more divided one remains to be seen. The next chapter of global innovation is being written right now.